Welcome to another B52 with a view. The Greater Vancouver area is a kayaker's dream playground. Join me as we check out 5 completely diverse paddles that show off Vancouver's beauty and variety. Short jaunt across the grass field from the parking lot gets you to the dog beach where you can launch. Once you launch from the last parking lot of Spanish Banks before you get to Acadia Beach, you have this beautiful paddle along the beach towards the point. I actually love the water when it's a bit more open like this. The nice little rollers and some swell give you that sense of freedom and being one with the water. You get into a rhythm almost like you're wearing your kayak. And there's Neptune 5 in the far horizon. Neptune 5 is an experimental energy generator that uses wave pistons to create electricity. This is totally cool and worth the investment of time to do more research about. The kayak back from Neptune 5 provides breathtaking views up the Howe Sound, over to the North Shore Mountains, back into English Bay, and of course, one of the best ways to admire the skyline of downtown Vancouver. This paddle is an out and back and takes about an hour and a half. Here we are on the Alouette River. We just put in at the end of Harris Road. Calm as can be. Oh my God, this is beautiful. I'm gonna go chase the sunset here. Headed down to the Pit River. Just gonna look to see if we can get down to the mouth of the Alouette as it meets the Pit River. I seem to have some visitors on my boat. Hello guys. How are ya? Well, we found our sunset. Coming back into the mouth of the Alouette, the Pit Meadows Marina is here. There's a boat launch here. Good to know for next time. I think next time I'll take this boat launch here and then work my way up the Alouette and then come back down to the vehicle. So with the sun setting behind me, we're heading back up the Alouette. It's definitely a beginner paddle. Water was glass. Beautiful environment. Gorgeous mountains everywhere around us. It's definitely a paddle I would recommend if you're just looking to chill from a busy day. Definitely worthy of a B52. Didn't bring one with me today, but I'll be grabbing one when I get home. We are headed down to the Vanier Park. We're looking to hunt down a B52 with a view. The view we're chasing today is the Broad Street Bridge for one of Vancouver's most iconic, beautiful views around. If you're liking these views that we are finding, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little bell there to get notifications. Also, I'm always in search of a new paddle in the Metro Vancouver area, or even up in the interior or anywhere. Let me know down below in the comments where I should go paddle next, or where I should go hike next. You know, it's always good to find that incredibly beautiful view and enjoy a B52. Slipping my way underneath the Granville Street Bridge right now. In behind me we got a big tug, so looking over my shoulder here as we sneak our way down along the pier. A lot of False Creek is marinas or yacht clubs or places for moorage, and we're just going to keep ourselves to the starboard. This large tug with its giant hull of stuff in behind me. I don't know if you can see that back there, but there it is. Once you navigate your way up to the end of the creek, you'll get a great vantage point of the city. Buildings like BC Place, Concord Pacific, and the world-famous Science World building. The paddle back shows you just how much hustle and bustle you'll find on these waterways.
Vancouverites really do know how to take advantage of a beautiful day. My favorite part, without a doubt, of this paddle is slipping under the 3 city bridges. The last being the view that we are hunting for today.
Well, view hunters, here we are, the iconic Burrard Street Bridge, just off of Granville Island and the North Shore Mountains and English Bay in the backgrounds. This, my friends, is a B-52 with a view. Cheers to you. What a view. So one of the best aspects of Port Moody Inlet is that it provides you with a ton of variety.
The inlet is home to an abundance of wildlife and is also littered with historic ruins from days gone by when Port Moody was meant to be the terminus of the CN Rail. The inlet is also home to the beautiful pier that juts out from the crown jewel of Port Moody, Rocky Point Park, home to the Rocky Point Park ice cream shop, which simply sells the best locally made ice cream in the world. A short paddle beyond the pier is home to what was the Flavel Mill log boom, which for the longest time was the home of a huge colony of seals. However, with the mill closing, the booms have been removed, leaving the seals to adapt to a new nesting and resting spot. As you can see, the seagulls have taken over.
Well, I'm sure you've heard of swimming with the fishes. Right now I'm paddling with the seals, hoping to catch some of them on film. They're dancing in around me right now. They're in the back of me. So right now I'm just slowly paddling toward Old Orchard Park, and they're kind of following me in my wake, slowly checking me out. I catch one peeking at us. So I'm pretty stoked because I'm about to head out onto Burnaby Lake. The lake is dead calm. It's a beautiful rowing course. So it's crazy that here I am in the middle of Deer Lake and there's literally not a soul to be seen and barely any civilization to be seen through the trees here. And yet, less than half a kilometer to my right is the bustling city of Burnaby, and to my left is the bustling city of Burnaby. So this lake is kind of an oasis in the middle of quite an urban situation. There's a really incredible stillness to this lake. And I guess that's why it would be perfect for a rowing facility. As you paddle down the lake, you pass platforms that I could only assume are there for the judges to be judging the rowing, or maybe perhaps they are start platforms for the various lengths of races. And the buoy line markers down the middle of the lake remind you of the use of this facility. I would assume that the lily pads on the fringe of the lake serve to dampen any kind of a rebound wake, thus creating the stillness of the lake. I don't think I've ever kayaked on a body of water that was this still. Now, I wish I knew more about nature, but there's a big piece of me that wants to believe that this is a beaver hut. If you know what this is, if you believe it's a beaver hut, or if it's just a pile of mud in the middle of the lake, leave a comment below and educate me, please. So the little channels that go off of the lake into the lily pads are so tempting to go and explore, but it's important to remember that this is all wildlife habitat, and that by going into those areas, you're disturbing that. Cool to be seeing the infamous iconic lions in the backdrop of the lake. Go check out my video 3 weeks ago. I was standing on top of the West Lion, which is the one to the left there, kind of surrounded in the snow mane. What an adventure that was. With the sun starting to set, it is time to slide back into the boathouse dock. Such an amazing way to decompress from the busyness and fast-paced world around us. Thanks for coming along on our paddle. Make sure to subscribe to B52 with a View and go check out that hike up the West Lions.